Yes. Okay. So as part of our last class, we discussed sleep, right?
Right.
Sleep we have discussed, correct?
Uh,
Sleep, we are
yes.
giving 500,000 milliseconds, and it will wait for
Yes.
1000 milliseconds means 1 second. After that, it will start continuing, correct? So this one
Mm-hmm.
we have already discussed as part of our last class. Sleep. Okay, today we are going to discuss this yield and join. So these are also one of the very important, two important methods. What is yield and what is join? So you will get
Mm-hmm.
some important interview questions. So here the
Okay.
first one is yield. So what is the advantage of yield, right? Say for instance, if you are running two threads, one is parent thread and another is child thread. Okay, from parent thread, child thread is calling, meaning
Mm-hmm.
say for instance here we have a parent thread, main thread. Okay, so these many lines are available. So here in this particular here you are calling another thread, child thread. Okay,
Okay.
so this is
Okay.
parent thread, from here you are calling child thread. So here if you call t dot join, what will happen,
Uh-huh.
t dot yield. So it will stop executing these particular lines and it will give preference to only the child thread. Once the child thread is completed execution, then only it will continue the rest of the lines. So it will block,
Mm-hmm.
it will stop executing the current thread and it will try to continue the child thread only. If the child thread is completed, then only it will come back and it will execute it.
Okay.
So that is the advantage. I'll show you the example, then you will get more clarity. So basically here the method, it passes the current thread temporarily for giving a chance to the remaining waiting threads of the same priority.
Mm-hmm.
But in general, if you are not doing yield, what it will do, it will try to continue both. It is also executing, and the child thread and parent thread supposed to execute parallelly, but due to the yield method
Mm-hmm.
it will stop the parent thread. It will execute only child thread. Once the child thread is completed, then it will
Mm-hmm.
execute the remaining parent thread. Okay,
Okay. So the child thread is getting more
yes,
priority,
more
you
priority, yes. So that is based on your situation. You need to decide like what kind of method it will support for us, what method will it will be used for us.
know. Mm-hmm.
So here what I will do, first I will create one parent thread, and after that I will create another child thread. So the child thread I will start from the parent thread.
Okay.
Okay, let me write in simple. This is main thread. Okay, so yield dot demo is a,
Mm-hmm.
you can consider this is a main thread, correct? Now I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to write another child thread. So from child thread, what I want to do, I want to print some numbers. Okay, let me write
Okay.
another thread plus x. So this is child thread. I am going to, hello.
Yes.
You are there, right? Okay.
Hello? Yes.
Yeah, fine. Extends thread. So inside thread class we have a run method.
Okay.
So let me extend the run method. So now inside the run method, what I want to do, I want to write some number of lines which will print the numbers from 1 to
Mhm.
10. For
Okay.
I equal to int I equal to 0, I less than and
One.
I plus plus. So I don't want to print all the numbers. I want to print the numbers only which is divided by, which can be divided by with 5. So here if you see here, right, I percentage
Mm-hmm.
5 equal to 0. So this is one
Okay.
of the, you ask right, logical condition. So it will result boolean. So if or
Mm-hmm.
while or do while, all these condition operators, I mean, will expect boolean value, whether you have to give here true or
Mm-hmm.
false. If it is true,
Mm-hmm.
then it will come inside and it will execute. If it will come,
Okay.
if it is resulted true, then it will come inside and it will print the value.
Uh-huh.
So now let me get the
Mm-hmm.
thread name, thread dot current thread dot get name. Okay, this is the thread name I'm printing, and also I'm printing the I value. After that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call here thread dot yield,
Mm-hmm.
thread dot yield.
Mm-hmm.
And now let me print another statement. This is if condition ending, and this is for loop ending. After for loop ending, I want to print another number of line saying, so this execution is finished execution, UTION, correct. So this is the last statement. So this is the for loop, and this is the last statement of the this thread. And whenever I'm
Okay.
calling yield, right, what it will do, whenever I'm calling yield, if you are creating
Mm-hmm.
some 5 threads, what will happen,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, first it will try to
Mm-hmm.
execute this one, and it will try to execute this one. It will come till here. So at line number 18, what will happen, it will stop execution. It will not repeat again the loop, for loop. It will give the chance to other threads, correct. So
Okay.
this thread will block currently. So wherever you are calling thread dot yield, so the current thread will be blocked. So it will give the chance to other threads who is waiting for execution. So now I am going to start the, so let me create three different threads. So now I am created 3 instances for same thread, but all are independent, correct. So because these are
Mm-hmm.
different objects. So now what I will do,
Okay.
x1 dot start, and x2 dot start, x3 dot start. So 3 different threads, correct.
Uh-huh.
Now what I will do, I'm going to start the threads. If you see here, right, first thread 1 executed, after that thread 2, after that thread 3, sorry, 0.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see here, you will not find anywhere continuously thread 1 is not executing, continuously thread 2 is not executing, continuously thread 0 is
Okay.
not executing. Correct? So meaning,
You mean it repeatedly?
continuously you will never find thread 1 will not, thread 1 started, thread 1 finished, you will not see like that.
Okay,
So
okay.
because it will not, because we are calling the yield, right? So whenever you are calling
Uh-huh.
x and yield, right? So what it will do, it will stop executing, and it will give the chance to the x2 or x3, whatever. When from x2
Mm-hmm.
again we are calling yield, so then it will give chance to x3. So if it is finished,
Mm-hmm.
then it will come back and it will try to finish it. If it is finished, then it will come back and it will try to finish x1. So in this
Mm-hmm.
way we can able to control two threads, we can able to give the priority. So the current thread will block. If you call yield, the current thread will be blocked and it will give priority to the second thread. And again if you call yield here, it will block, it will give the other threads who is waiting for access. So if all the threads are completed, then it will come back to the previous or parent thread and it will give the priority and it will execute it. And again it will come back to the previous parent thread and it will try to execute it. So in this way we can able to give more priority for other threads by using yield method. If there is no yield, what will happen, So you will see continuously like this. Let me show you. Did you see here?
You got disconnected for a while.
Oh, did I disconnect it? So still it is recording. Can you able to see the screen now?
Yes,
Yes, I think
yes.
you disconnected, now you connected back again. You can able to see
Oh,
the
I
screen?
thought it's your side. Okay, that's fine. Yep.
I saw just blink from your side. Yes. Now you can able to see the screen, right? Hello? Hello?
Yep.
You can,
Yes, now I can hear.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now see here, I commented line number 26. Okay. I think from your side there is a problem. It's keep on disconnecting and connecting.
Yes.
Okay, can able to see the screen now?
Yes.
So if you see this one, right? So these highlighted lines
Mm-hmm.
is for thread, first thread. So why? Because now I commented the line number 26. And if you see, if you comment that line number 26 yield, then what will happen? First thread will execute completely. After that, second thread. Of once the second thread is executed completely, then it will go for next thread 2. Thread 0 completely it will execute thread 1, thread 2, like that. If there is no yield. If yield is there, what will happen, If yield is there, now let me uncomment yield. You saw the output right now. Thread 0 is continuously.
Yes.
After that, thread 1 is continuously
Mm-hmm.
executing. Now I enabled yield, then what will happen? Then you see the priority of execution. You'll see the different way. Now let me run again. If you see the results, right, you will not see continuously. First thread 2 is executed, after thread 0, after thread 1. Correct? Did you see this one? Continuously thread 0 or thread 1 is not executing.
Yes.
So
Correct.
we can able to give the priority for other threads by calling thread dot yield.
Okay.
This is clear,
Yes.
right? This thread dot yield.
Yes. Mm.
Okay, now if it is clear,
Okay. Do you mind if I take the notes from there?
yeah, you can take. That's fine, no problem. You can make a note. Yeah, yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. Okay. Now the last another important method is join. So
Okay.
so here we are going to use the join on a current thread. If you see here t dot join, if you see the above is thread dot yield. So here we are going to call the join method on a current executing. Say for instance, if you are calling a child thread from a parent thread. So if you want to block the parent thread execution, so what we have to do, we have to call t dot join. T means here what will happen, So it will give preference to the child thread, whatever you are calling here, t dot join. So t means it is a thread instance, correct? So it will
Okay.
give preference to this particular thread. We know clearly here we have an instance, so from that instance we are calling a t dot join. So it will give more preference to this thread. Okay, it will try to execute completely. If it is completely execution is done, then it will come back to the parent thread and it will execute it. So
Okay.
that is the basic difference between yield and join.
Right. John.
So yield is from thread class and it is a static method. Join is also from thread class, but it is not a static method.
Okay.
So that is the basic difference. Join is not a static method.
Okay.
Yield is a static method.
Mhm.
Now we will see one more example, then we will get more clarity. Okay, let me type class. Okay, now what I will do, let me type a simple class here, class y. So y is a child thread. Y is a child thread, and here what I'm going to do, let me extends thread. So inside thread class we have a run method, and let me override it. So here I am going to write a for loop. integer I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. So here I want to print thread dot current thread, sorry, thread dot current thread dot get name, and after that I want to print the value I. So this is current thread, I mean sorry, child thread. Y is a child thread, and this child thread I am going to call from the parent thread.
Okay.
Okay, so after printing the every number, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call thread dot sleep.
What?
2 milliseconds I want to wait. 2 milliseconds means 2000 milliseconds means 2 seconds, correct?
Okay.
Sleep will take a number as a long, and the number whatever you are giving is a milliseconds, not a seconds, milliseconds, and it will throw an exception of interrupt exception, so we need to provide try catch. So this is about child thread. Child thread, what is doing, just it is printing a number, that's all, it is not doing anything. So now I am going to call the child thread from the parent thread. Okay, so how we are going to call y dot start, correct? And see here y dot join. See, I'm calling y dot join. After that, so this join method, it will throw an exception of interrupted. So I am going to throw the exception, and the final statement I'm going to print here completed. So, so this is the last statement I want to print. Once the thread execution is done, I want to print it. Correct? So for time being, what you will do, first comment this one. Forget about this. What is this? Yes, yield. You can comment. I'm going to comment the join method. So there is no join. So this is parent thread and this is child thread. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So first I want to execute. Without any join, I want to execute child thread from the parent thread. Let me run it and we will see the results. Did you see this one? The parent thread is already completed. See here what it is displaying. All child threads are execution completed. But still child thread is,
But you use the thread dot sleep only, right? You are not using. I mean, first you use the thread, right?
yes, I created one, this is a parent thread, correct?
Correct. Yes.
So this is a parent thread. So this is a parent thread.
Correct.
This is a child thread.
Uh-huh.
From parent I am calling the child thread.
Yes.
Okay, now what is happening? I want to print the line number 12 at the end of child thread. Once the child thread execution is completed, then only I want to print the line number 12. But now what is
Okay.
happening, if you see the results first, it is printing
Yeah.
immediately, correct? Did you see this one?
Yes.
But I'm
Yeah.
expecting this supposed to be here.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Okay.
Just I want to ensure, but this is the child thread, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So this thread 0, 1, 2, 3, it is coming from child thread. So I want to print, once the child thread execution is completed, then I want to print a statement like all child thread execution is done. But now it is not happening like that, correct?
Okay.
So to control this particular statement at line number 12, I don't want to execute immediately. I want to execute at the end of,
The bottom. Yep.
yes. So to do that one, what I am going to do now,
Yeah.
I am going to enable this line number 10. Now let me run it. Let me see the results, how it will work. Did you see this one now?
Mm-hmm.
Child thread is executing.
Mm-hmm. And you'll see the old child thread in the bottom.
Yes. Once the child thread is executed, then only the parent thread is executing the remaining part. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
This is clear, right? See, all child thread execution is completed. If you want to
Okay.
block the rest of the piece of lines, then if you want to give priority a particular thread, then you can
Mm-hmm.
call that particular thread instance dot join. Then it will give high priority to this particular instance of thread. Then it will park or it will stop executing the current thread. So that is the advantage of join method.
Okay.
Clear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
So
have
yeah.
another question.
Yes, yes.
I'm
Tell
not
me.
sure if I'm saying the right way. Thread dot sleep and set dot set dot sleep or set dot speed, something like that.
Sleep. Yeah.
They're not similar, right?
Sleep is there. Speed is not there. I think I never thought about. Oh, so you were talking about this speed, right? So this speed is
Yeah, one of the question I got that what's the difference between set dot speed and thread dot sleep. So I said, oh, we do thread dot sleep.
yeah. Sleep is to block the thread for a certain duration,
Uh-huh.
and sleep. There is no speed at all. Did you see anywhere? One second. Sleep is there. There is no speed inside thread class. We have only sleep method. There is no speed at all. Only sleep.
Set,
It will take a
set
number as
dot
a long, and it is a milliseconds, and the number input is data type is long, and the input purpose is milliseconds. So you see causes currently executing thread sleep temporarily for a specified number of milliseconds. There is we have only sleep, there is no speed. Might be he asked that question to make confuse you.
okay.
Okay. So this is clear, right, Jayan?
Yes.
Sleep, yield, and join. Okay, now we will see some different one. Yes, next topic is synchronization. This is very important one, and you will get so many questions about
Okay.
synchronization. Synchronization we might have discussed it so many times, correct? Like a string buffer,
Uh,
string string buffer is
is
synchronized,
it something?
thread is not synchronized. So I will give one simple example. So you have a bank account. Okay, your account is A1. Okay, and say for
Mm-hmm.
instance you have a 1k amount,
Mm-hmm.
and you are trying to withdraw this amount from one branch, and from the same account another from another branch. Say for instance this is joint account, and you and your husband or your father, someone is trying to withdraw amount from different branch. Okay, from same account two people are trying to withdraw the amount from different branches. At the same time,
Mm-hmm.
what will happen? You will get 1k dollar, and another person also will get 1k dollar, correct?
Okay.
But we should not encourage this kind of activities, correct? So if
Yes.
either you or other person got 1k, the remaining person should not get,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
It's clear, right? The problem statement.
Yeah, they cannot withdraw the same amount at the same time.
Yes, only one person should get, either this person or this person, only one person who came first. So that person will get 1k, and remaining person will get if there is no funds.
Okay.
So if both will get 1k, then that is a problem. Mean they are not in
Okay.
sync actually. So how we are going to solve this problem? So this problem we are going to solve by using synchronization concept. First what I will do, I will show you the problem statement, then you will understand. So meaning here, even though two people are trying to withdraw the amount, but what we have to do, we have to process only one person at a time. After that, second person we have to process it, correct? Then the problem will not come. So what I will do, let me give one simple example. Okay, we'll write here only. So here what I'm going to do, class bank public void withdraw the amount or transfer, funds transfer. So this funds transfer, what it will do, first before transferring the funds, first step, what is the first step? First we have to debit the amount, correct? After that, once the debit amount is done, just I want to wait for a second.
Yes.
So just I will wait for some 2 milliseconds. After that, I will credit the amount.
Okay.
So let me wait for 3 seconds. So this is a thread method, will throw an exception. So I throwed it. Now let me create another thread, class person. So person is a child thread. Extends thread run, and here I am going to call the transfer funds. And let me create a constructor, and as part of this constructor I want to initialize this object. This is default constructor. I am creating another constructor with this argument. So here it is throwing try catch. Let me give try catch. Yes. So this is about person and thread. So the first class, right? So this is a bank actually. So this bank, what it will do, if you call transfer, it will debit the amount from your account, and after that it will credit the amount to a particular account, correct? From, so this is the debit card number, and this is your credit card number. So we are debiting amount from this card and we are trying to credit to this account. Say this is some XXX. Debit account is fixed and credit account is some different number. Credit account is different number and debit is same number. So now, and this is a person, and from the person the task is we need to transfer the funds, correct? Now let me call this person person P1 equal to new person, and this bank B equal to new bank. So person class is having a constructor which will take B as an input, correct? So there is a constructor which will take bank as an argument, correct? Now what I will do, I will create another instance. I am creating two people for the same bank, correct? Two different persons for same bank. Did you see this one? B is common for two people. Meaning
Yes.
here what we are doing, you are transferring the funds from Bank of America. Two different people, P1 and people, two P1 and P2, two different people are transferring the funds from same bank and from same account. Correct? Debit account is same, but credit account is different. The bank is same. So now I am going to call P1 dot start and P1 P2 dot start. Clear, right? Two people are trying to transfer the funds at the same time from the same bank. Correct? P1 and
So
P2.
Manohar,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Can you do me a favor? I understand up to thread dot sleep.
Okay.
Uh, then after that I got lost here.
Thread dot sleep. Okay. So here,
Yeah.
first what I'm trying to do, I'm debiting the amount from your account. Then I'm waiting for a 2 seconds. Why? Because I need to connect to the different bank.
Okay.
Why? Because maybe say for instance you are trying to transfer funds from Bank of America to some Goldman Sachs. So it's a different bank, right? So it will take some time to do connection, to get the connection.
Okay.
So that's what I'm giving here, delay. So three seconds. Once you got the connection, then we need to transfer the funds. So
Okay.
this is about fund transfer functionality. Okay. After that, I'm creating a different thread. From the thread, I'm calling the fund transfer method. So this is the
Okay. Okay.
now what I'm trying to do, I'm creating two different people, meaning two different threads.
Okay.
These two threads are sharing same bank. You see this one, B is common
Okay.
for P1 and P2.
Okay.
Finally, I'm trying to start the fund transfer for these two people at a time, same time.
Okay.
So now what will happen? Now let me run it and you will see the results. What is the problem here? Did you see this one? Debit is done at a time and credit is done in at a time. So this will create a problem, right?
Okay.
First
Yes.
it's debited one time, after that it's credited second time. But this is a problem, correct? We should
This
not
is
debit one time and we should not credit it. First we have to debit and credit. That is one transaction. After that next again
okay.
debit and credit. That is second transaction, correct? We should not do two transactions parallelly, correct?
Yes.
We have to do one transaction completely, then only we have to do second transaction. So this is a wrong, correct?
Yes.
So to avoid this one, what I am going to do here,
Synchronize.
I am going to keep here synchronized. Okay, let me keep, sorry, not here. It should be here in a bank. So what is the critical operation here? So this is the critical operation is fund transfer, correct?
Okay.
Public, let me keep it here. So the critical operation is fund transfer. So these piece of lines can be accessed only one person at a time. It cannot be
Okay.
accessed more than one people at a time. So now let me run it. Did you see this one? Now debit is happening. So credit amount is done. Second transaction is started. This is
Mm-hmm.
perfect, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So first debited and credited. One transaction is done, and again debit is started and credit is done.
Mm-hmm.
So even though the people are trying to do the transaction at same time, so this will be happening. This will happen only
Maven.
only one transaction at a time. See here, debit amount, credit is done. Again debit is doing, credit is done. So this is the advantage of synchronized.
Okay.
It is clear, right? This is very important question.
Uh-huh.
It is clear, right?
Yes.
Okay. If it is clear, then we have another this. So threads is completed.
Yeah, under threads we have a lot of stuff, huh?
Yeah, there is so many things we can talk about in 1 month also, but these are the main functionalities what we are going to use is synchronization, sleep, join, wait, how to call different multiple threads and all. We have so many things we can talk even 1 month also if we take, but these are the main functionalities. If you know these things, then you can able to clear the interview. There is no,
Mm-hmm.
they will ask by using join sleep only, they will ask you write different programs, but you have to apply only sleep join wait only. They will ask the
Okay.
question in such a way that, so you have to use, like if what I mean to say, say if you want to construct a house, right, so you have to use brick only, correct? So by using brick only we are going to construct different model house, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So we have to understand these functions like join, sleep, wait. So then if you know all these functions, then you can able to write any complex program.
Okay.
So
Okay.
just you practice it, and if you have any questions, you just ask me at any time. Not only today, you can ask me at any time. Even after completing the,
Okay. Even
yeah,
after the
yeah,
course
yeah,
as well.
yeah. Even after completing course also, at any time after 1 month also, you can come and ask me. It's not like that. Today is last day.
Okay.
You
Okay,
practice
Manohar,
it.
I have a question.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me.
Okay. For the collection, for the least set map
Hmm.
things, do you have any PowerPoint slides or do you have any notes where you differentiate the least set and map?
For a
Or
list
do you have
set.
any, yeah, for collections?
Okay. What you want for that one?
If you have anything like
I
the
have a
difference
document.
between,
I have a document I can share with you. That I think all of core Java is there, entire core Java content. What document is there? I'll share with you.
okay, that would be great because I'm studying for the interview and my notes are all over the place for the collection. So if you
Hmm.
have something
Yeah, it is there. It is there with
that
me.
might be beneficial.
It is there with me. You can use it.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks.
It is there one more document I will send today. Okay. And did I explain you Git?
We talked about Git. Yep.
Git we have explained, right? HTML, this is advanced Java. Yes. The
The
next,
only things that we left is Jenkins and Maven.
yeah, Jenkins is now in already is there in my list. I will explain you. So Jenkins,
HTML we didn't cover. Yep.
yeah, this is advanced topic actually.
Oh, okay.
This
Other
is
than that, it's
advanced.
done except
Yeah, this is
Jenkins
advanced.
and Maven.
These are advanced. Yes, so Maven will see. This is also it will not it is not complex and it is also very easy. So far, how you created the project? Right click and new Java
Mhm.
project, correct?
Yes.
So always you are creating Java project, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And Java project structure you know very well. So it is having SRC and bin, correct? So now we are
Yes.
going to create another project, another type of project. It is also Java. You can able to write all Java code, but here. So let me close this one. Yes. So we are going to see the next topic is Maven. So why we need Maven? So basically it is a kind of project management tool. So it will provide complete build life cycle of a developer. It is Maven is a project management, and it will provide complete build life cycle framework. So what is that
Okay.
complete build life cycle framework? So what it will do, it will build that, it will create the data class files, and it will generate the documentation, and it will generate the reporting, and it will get the dependencies and meaning. So when we are doing the database connection, right, I used to download a jar.
Database.
I used to download a jar, right?
Mm-hmm.
I used to download the jar and I used to add as a dependencies. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So if you use this Maven, you no need to download any jars,
Okay.
and and it will release the code distribution. It will send the mails, all those things. These are the so many features are available.
Mm-hmm.
So all these features you will be getting with the help of Maven. So it will provide
Okay.
documentation, and it will get the all the dependencies jars, if at all if you need like database jars, Oracle, MySQL, and it will send the email also to the concerned persons if there is any issues. So these kind of activities can be done with the help of Maven. And so how to down from where we need to download the Maven and how to configure it. So below are the steps basically. So before installing Maven, so the prerequisition is you should have a Java in your machine.
Okay.
First you have to install Java, and you have to set path, and you have to set Java home. I think you already done these steps, correct? The step one.
Yeah, Java is already in my
Java
machine.
is there already. And the next one is you have to download the Maven from the URL. So this URL, maybe you can make a note or I can share with you. So you can able to download the Maven from the below URL. And yes, so this is the what is this? Yes, from this URL you can able to download the Maven. So if you open this URL and come little bit down, so here you will see. So this one you need to download it, binary zip archive.
Okay. Okay.
So so you need to download this one, Apache Maven bin.zip. After that, I think I have already downloaded. It will take some 30 MB, 20 MB somewhere the size. So what I will do, open it, some download folder, Apache Maven, right? Okay, let me go to my installation location and I'll
Sure.
show you. I have already downloaded. Yes, Apache. Yes, yes. Did you see this one? So you will get a
Mm-hmm.
zip file. So this zip we have to unzip it. If you unzip, you will see these folders: bin, boot, config, lib. Download that
Okay.
file and unzip it. Okay. After that, what we have to do? So the next step is unzip the Maven archive, and the fourth step is very important. We have to set the Maven home m2 underscore home equal to this location, Maven location. You have to set your environment variable. So this is
Then,
third step, m2 underscore home equal to the location of the unzip version. Okay,
yes.
it is same like Java. After that,
Yeah.
what you have to do, you have to set path also. For path, the location is till bin, you have to give the location. We have here bin also. If you see here, we have a bin. This is Java home. This location is Java home. Sorry, Maven home, and this location is path. So this is second point. The fourth point, meaning we have to set the path equal to. You can give either m2 home this variable name, or you can give the full variable name. This name.
Okay.
This is path. This location is path,
Mm-hmm.
and this location is m2 underscore home. So these two variables
Home.
you have to update in your environment variables. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
This is clear, right?
Yes.
So you need to download from this
Yes.
URL, and you need to update this home, and you need to update this path.
Okay.
This is clear, right? So far, from where you need to download.
Yes.
Okay, next step, what you have to do. Now installation is done.
How did we get the variables again? Under properties, right?
Yeah, Windows, yes, Windows dot properties. Right click, computer.
Uh-huh.
This one where you did Java, right? Java home or properties. The same Windows dot
Yeah, the
properties.
same way.
Yeah,
Properties.
same way only.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay. Now your installation is done. Now how can you
Mm-hmm.
ensure the installation is success or not? It is correct or not?
CMD.
Okay, to confirm whether the installation is success or not, verification of your manual. So how you can able to verify your Java is installed properly or not? So you used to open a command window like this, Java hyphen. If you type like this, it will display your Java version. Now we can say Java is installed properly, correct?
Mm-hmm.
In the similar way, how you can ensure your Maven installed properly or not? We have to type this command mvn hyphen 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 version. Mvn hyphen hyphen version. Press enter. If you can able to see this big number like this, then your Maven installation is success.
Okay.
So it will display Maven location and Java version, everything. So the prerequisition is you should have a Java, then only you can able to install Maven.
Okay.
It's clear, right? So how to verify your Maven
Yes.
installation? Maven hyphen hyphen
Yes.
install. So these command we have to remember.
Uh-huh.
Okay. After that, what you have to do? Now your Maven is ready. Now we are going
Uh-huh.
to use Maven. By using Maven, how you are going to generate project? So far we are creating the project from the Eclipse, correct? So now if you go back to your Eclipse, right click, new, and go to other, and if you come back little bit down, right, you will see Maven. Where is Maven? Yes. Did you see anywhere Maven?
No.
You
Yes.
can see here, right?
Yep.
So if you expand here, right, so here you will see Maven project. So far we are creating Java project, right?
Yep.
Now I am going to create a Maven project. Click next, and again next. So in Maven, in Java also we have so many projects. We have web projects also, but here we are going to create a simple Java project called quick project. So we need to filter, we need to select Maven archetype quick project, and next. So this screen is very important. We have here group ID, artifact ID, some version, package, blah blah blah. So first one
So
is
we fill this out, right?
we need
Everything.
to fill all those things. Yes.
Okay.
So what is group ID? First question is what is group ID? Group ID is a kind of company name, and under one company there may be so many projects are running, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this is company name is, say for instance, XYZ. Under this company, what is your project name? This is my P1. correct?
Okay.
And say for instance, for every release we need to give some release version. If you take Android applications, right, so they have versions, correct? Did you notice that one? For every software you will get one version, correct?
Okay.
So if you take any software you will get a version. For any software whatever you are using, right, so they will maintain some versions.
Mm-hmm.
In the similar way, whenever you are creating any software, so we have to give some version, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So this version is starting from 0.01 by default.
Mm-hmm.
And this is your package. So how you want to give the package? com.cf.test, correct? So this is your package, and this is your company name, and this is your project name. Project name you can give any calculator.
Okay.
So this is my calculator is my project name, and my company name is,
Precisely.
so some company name you can give anything. Company name, project name, and package name, and version. Version also it can be editable. You can give whatever you want. So this is the four parameters are very important. It's clear, right? These parameters. What is group ID? What is artifact ID? What is version? What is package?
Yep.
If you fill all the details and finish it, then did you see this one?
Mm-hmm.
Project is created. The project name is calculator. If you expand it, you will see here src and target, two folders. Also you will see one pom.xml additional. So expand src, you will see main and test. So inside main you have to write all development code, and inside test you have to write all tester related code. So inside main we have a java com cf test. So this is the package I had given, correct? com.cf.test, and it is created some sample test file. Under test folder you have to write all your JUnits, if at all if you want to write. This is the JUnits test cases. If you run it, so it will execute and it will give the results. So it ran one result and it is success.
So
So under
they are doing everything automatically, right?
yes. So under test folder JUnits, under main folder developer code. Okay.
Okay.
So here also we are going to write Java only. There is no difference, but the project structure is
Okay.
different.
Okay,
And
and
now,
it's created by the system, right?
correct, it created by system with the default default package or folder structure. So these two is clear, right? Main is for developer and the test is for to write JUnits or testing code.
You said JUnit. Can we use the TestNG here as well?
Yeah, you can use J TestNG or JUnits or Selenium, anything.
Okay.
All the test related code should be kept under test folder.
Okay.
So you can write all your Selenium or TestNG or JUnits, whatever. All those things should be kept under test folder. Okay, now come back to target. So here we have a Java classes, right? So all these Java related classes, the dart class files will be created under target folder. See here, can able to see your dart class files, right?
Mm-hmm.
But whereas in case of previous case, we all the dart class files will be created under bin, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But whereas in case of Maven project, all your dart class files will be created under target target folder. So this is the different architecture of Maven project. Okay. So this is clear, right? What is target and what is SRC?
So the purpose of Maven is after doing my coding, I have to send those to the Maven,
you need to create project like this, and you can
Mm-hmm.
write all your Java under here. That's all. So it's a different project architecture, and the major advantage is here is the form.xml. We see here, right? So we will see one
Mm-hmm.
form.xml. So that what is the form.xml? What is the advantage? So if you want to connect MySQL database, what you used to do, we need to download one jar, right? Correct? But if you use Maven, so you no need to download any jars. So if you are going to use Maven, you no need to download any jars. So what is the previously, before going to the jar part, so we have given the group ID, artifact ID, all those things, right? So all this information will be available under this form.xml. If you open your form.xml, you can able to see here your group ID, your artifact ID, your version. At any point of time, you can able to change these values. Correct? Okay. Now say for instance, if you want to connect, if you are planning to write some JDBC program in this Maven project, what you have to download some jar, right? Correct? We have to download mysql.jar, correct? But here you no need to download any jars. So what we have to do? So I will give one another URL. It will complete in another 5 minutes. So Maven repository. So this URL is very important, and you can keep this URL with you. So what is the advantage of this URL? Say for instance, if you want to connect to MySQL server, MySQL jars, if you need MySQL jars, just type here MySQL and press search. Come here, and if you come back to MySQL, so in MySQL also we have so many versions. Which version of MySQL jar you need it? Say for instance, I want this version. Click that version, and if you come little bit down, you will see Maven tab, and below that you will see some dependencies. So copy these dependencies and come back to your Eclipse. If you open your form.xml, you will see a parent tag called dependencies, and you will see dependency. Okay. Now come back to your Eclipse. If you come back to your Eclipse, this is your project, correct? Calculator. You see your project, there is one dependencies you will see here. So currently there is one jar is there. There is no MySQL jar. I want MySQL jar. To include the MySQL jar, you just paste the lines, whatever you copied from the website. Just save it. You see it is downloading and it is building the jar. It is building your project. 14%, 100%. Did you see this one? You got MySQL connector.java.
Mm-hmm.
So this jar will be downloaded automatically for you. You no need to download it. See now jar is ready for you. So you can able to write JDBC programming. Say for instance, if you decided if you don't want this jar, you just delete these lines and save it. Now this jar will be gone. Did you see this one? The jar is gone. If you think you want the jar back again, add it and save it. See now jar came back. So this is the advantage of Maven. So you no need to download any jar. Just you need to add the dependencies, and the jar will be downloaded automatically for you. Then you can able to use it. So once you go for advanced Java, we need so many dependency jars. So that time it will be very useful. For core Java, you may need only this database jar. Whereas in case of advanced Java, we need so many other dependency jars. So you no need to download in that case. You need to add these dependency lines, and it will download the jars for you.
So we got the dependency jars from the full
Maven.
page and
Correct.
and
Yes, yes.
use. Yeah.
Like that, you can able to get so many dependencies, whatever you want. It is so in this URL, whatever I pinged you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there you will get almost all the dependency jars.
So is it appropriate to say that I get the dependency jar when I work on the Maven? I get the dependency jar.
Yes, nowadays
Mm,
90% of the company people are using Maven. 90%.
okay. Okay.
So
So I
90% of
can
the
say,
yes, you say I know Maven, then only you will get preference. Then they will
okay.
ask what is the advantage of Maven. You can say like you no need to download any jars. It will download if you give the dependency. It will download the jars. It will give for you. So did you? They will ask immediately when you use it. When you use it Maven. Then you can say when I was trying to connect to MySQL, so I used Maven. Then I added this dependency, and then it downloaded this jar.
Okay.
Whereas in previous case, what I used to do, I used to download the jar manually, and I used to keep
Uh-huh.
somewhere here. Correct?
Uh-huh.
Yes, important. Yes.
Then you will need to do file input and
See,
output. Or,
like I used to download all these jars. See here. So the JDBC Oracle, I used to download these jars manually and I used to give the reference. But whereas in this case, you no need to download any jar. Just give the dependency and it will download the jar in a fraction of seconds. If you think you don't want, just delete it, save it, the dependency will go out. Did you see this one? The jar is gone. If you think again you want it, just add it, save it, and it will try to download it. You will get the jar in a fraction of seconds. Then you can able to use
yeah.
it. So this is the advantage
Okay.
of Maven. So it will download all the dependency jars. And
Okay.
so that is the way we can able to create the project. And this is the Maven project architecture. We have a SRC, main and test. All the test related files will be under test folder, and the developer code should be there under main Java, and you will see the pom.xml.
Mm-hmm.
If someone will ask what is the Maven project structure, so you need to write this diagram. Src main Java
What is
test
the
Maven
project
project
structure?
project architecture, Maven project structure or
Oh, okay.
architecture. So some people may ask this question. So how you are going to differentiate whether it is a Maven project or
Mm-hmm.
so I can tell you one small identification. So if you see this one, this calculator and collection demo, what is the difference?
Uh, we don't see the top left thing under collection thing.
Did you see there is M symbol is available for calculator,
Yeah.
but whereas collection demo there is no M symbol.
Uh-huh.
That is the difference. So whereas if you find M symbol, this is a Maven project and this is a normal Java project. Both are Java projects only. It was created with a different structure. Correct?
Yeah.
So this is the identification. This is a Maven project and this is a normal project.
So in a Maven project, I can use my regular methods, constructors,
Yeah, you
all those
yes,
things.
yes. See here
Yeah.
under SRC main, you can write
Uh-huh.
whatever you want here. So this is Java code only. So here under
Mhm.
Java, you can write your own package. You can write your n number of Java files.
Okay.
The benefit is here you can able to it will download jars for you. Yes. Can't we get it?